What is the exact reason that Andy Cohen does not like to fire Real Housewives stars? He is currently embroiled in drama and lawsuits with alums Leah McSweeney and Brandi Glanville. Caroline Manzo is also suing Bravo as well as its fellow production companies. Then, Bethany Frankel has been on a mission to take down Bravo for some time now. So there is a lot of drama, but is that the reason why Andy wants to keep Housewives around as long as possible? Keep reading for more details. The last few years have not been the best when it comes to former housewives. Bethany Frankel, who was at RHONYOG, praised Andy Cohen and Bravo for launching her career. Then, she rebelled against them and believed that the Bravolibs needed to create a union for themselves. She started to a reality reckoning tour, and soon enough, RHONY alum Leah McSweeney jumped on board. Leah sued Bravo and Andy, alleging they preyed upon her, knowing she had alcohol and mental health problems. Furthermore, she claimed Andy did cocaine with housewives to give them a better edit. Finally, after Caroline Manzo sued Bravo after alleging Brandi Glanville assaulted her, Brandi came out and turned it on Andy. She claimed he had assaulted her and used her to get men. Since he is gay, some of the male Bravolibs had no interest in him, so he would ask her to hook up with him. Luckily for him, many stars of the network have rushed to his side to praise him and say they have never seen him do anything bad. Now at this point, Andy does not like firing any housewives, and he has very good reasoning. According to In Touch Weekly, he struggles with letting the ladies go because they know too much. An insider shared it is hard to let the Ultimers go because they possess a vast amount of insider knowledge. Additionally, RHONY alum Carol Radziwill has repeatedly called out Andy Cohen since she exited after season 10. Once the housewives' contracts end, it appears that they either go on and are appreciative or they do not care. For example, when RHONY was rebooted, a handful of fan-favorite cast members were cast on RHUGT. It was called RHUGT RHONY Legacy and starred Ramona Singer, Luan de Lesseps, Sandra Morgan, Kristen Takeman, Kelly Benjamin, and Dorinda Medley. They all seemed grateful and appreciative for their time on the series, and the fans are desperate for them to come back. In the end, Bravo cannot let a few bad apples ruin the whole bunch. Do you think Andy does not fire the long-running housewives out of fear, or is that just a rumor running rampant? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer, music, and Vanderpump Rules. Andy Cohen, the mastermind behind Bravo's Real Housewives franchise, has become a household name synonymous with drama, entertainment, and reality TV spectacle. But one element of the job that he doesn't relish is firing cast members. Over the years, fans of the franchise have become well acquainted with the ebb and flow of housewives being hired and fired, sometimes causing massive uproar among fan bases. Behind the scenes, though, it's not all calculated moves or cold business decisions. Andy Cohen's reluctance to let go of cast members reveals a deeper, more nuanced approach to the role, one that goes beyond the surface-level drama of reality television. Let's dive into why firing stars from the Real Housewives series is something Cohen often hesitates to do, and how that fits into the broader narrative of the franchise's success. The emotional connection. Andy Cohen has built more than just a reality TV empire, he's also built relationships. These housewives aren't just employees or cast members, they're people with real lives, feelings, and families. Over the years, Cohen has publicly shared that he forms bonds with many of the women on the show. While viewers only see the drama-filled episodes, Cohen interacts with the stars off-camera as well. Whether through casting interviews, reunion shows, or personal friendships that have developed, these relationships are real and complex. Being the one to deliver the news that a housewife's time on the show is up is not just a business decision. It's often an emotionally charged moment. Cohen has said in multiple interviews that he dreads these conversations. Imagine having to fire someone you've gotten to know over the years, someone whose personal ups and downs you've witnessed and possibly empathized with. It's not just a professional cut-off, it can feel personal. For Cohen, firing a housewife means more than just making a change to the cast lineup. It involves the emotional toll of ending a working relationship that may have been filled with both highs and lows. Impact on fan bases. Real Housewives fans are notoriously passionate and invested in the cast members they love, or that goes beyond the surface-level drama of reality television. Let's dive into why firing stars from the Real Housewives series is something Cohen often hesitates to do, and how that fits into the broader narrative of the franchise's success. The emotional connection. Andy Cohen has built more than just a reality TV empire, he's also built relationships. These housewives aren't just employees or cast members, they're people with real lives, feelings, and families. Over the years, Cohen has publicly shared that he forms bonds with many of the women on the show. While viewers only see the drama-filled episodes, Cohen interacts with the stars off-camera as well. Whether through casting interviews, reunion shows, or personal friendships that have developed, these relationships are real and complex. Being the one to deliver the news that a housewife's time on the show is up is not just a business decision. It's often an emotionally charged moment. Cohen has said in multiple interviews that he dreads these conversations. Imagine having to fire someone you've gotten to know over the years, someone whose personal ups and downs you've witnessed and possibly empathized with. It's not just a professional cutoff, it can feel personal. For Cohen, firing a housewife means more than just making a change to the cast lineup. It involves the emotional toll of ending a working relationship that may have been filled with both highs and lows. Impact on fan bases. Real Housewives fans are notoriously passionate and invested in the cast members they love or television. Sometimes firing a housewife can disrupt that delicate balance. Cohen is very aware that what makes Real Housewives work isn't just the individual stars but the way they interact with each other. Removing a key player from the mix can alter the chemistry, potentially leading to a less engaging or less dramatic season. This is why Cohen is often hesitant to make cast changes unless absolutely necessary. Firing a housewife means taking a risk, a gamble that the remaining cast members will still be able to deliver the high-level drama and entertainment that fans have come to expect. He said that even if a particular housewife is controversial or polarizing, that doesn't necessarily mean she should be fired. In fact, some of the most hated housewives are also the most compelling. They're the ones who keep people talking, keep the ratings high, and keep the show relevant. Firing a star who evokes strong reactions can backfire if their replacement isn't able to generate the same buzz. It's not always just about the housewife in the world of reality TV. It's easy to forget that these shows are edited and produced to create a particular narrative. Sometimes the downfall of a housewife isn't entirely her fault. It can be due to storylines that didn't land, or editing choices that didn't showcase her in the best light. Cohen, as both a producer and a host, is acutely aware of the behind-the-scenes factors that contribute to a housewife's on-screen persona. This makes firing someone even harder because it's not always clear-cut whether the housewife herself is to blame. Maybe she had a rough season, or perhaps the storylines just didn't give her enough to work with. Cohen has expressed sympathy for housewives in these situations, acknowledging that it can be unfair to fire someone who may have been dealt a bad hand by production choices. He knows that reality TV doesn't always reflect the full complexity of someone's character or life. Loyalty and legacy. For long-running housewives who have been with the franchise for multiple seasons, there's a certain sense of loyalty that comes into play. Many of these women have contributed significantly to the show's success, and firing them can feel like a betrayal. Cohen has said that he feels a sense of obligation to these women, particularly those who were part of the franchise from the early days. Letting go of a housewife who has helped build the brand can be difficult, especially when there's a shared history. Cohen has often compared the Real Housewives franchise to a soap opera, where the cast members become iconic figures in their own right. Firing someone who has become a part of the franchise's legacy is not a decision Cohen takes lightly. He's aware that these women have dedicated years of their lives to the show and have built careers and followings because of it. Firing them feels not just like ending a contract but also closing a chapter of the franchise's history. Conclusion. Andy Cohen's reluctance to fire Real Housewives stars goes far beyond the logistics of casting decisions. It's about the emotional connections he's formed with the women, the impact on the fans, the delicate balance of good television, the behind-the-scenes factors, and the loyalty to those who have helped build the franchise. While the drama might seem endless on screen, behind the scenes, Cohen faces difficult choices that affect not just the